everybody, T-Bone, football pool guy, Week 16 NFL. Do you believe we're on Week 16 already? I can't. This season has gone by way too fast. Okay, Thursday night, on Christmas night, our beloved Chargers march into Tennessee, and they're going to trounce all over Tennessee, the Titans. This game seems like a trap game in that, it makes so much sense that Tennessee needs to win this game, and the Chargers can relax because they're maybe 2 games up in their division. But I'm going to tell you what, don't fall into the trap and think that Tennessee, just because they have to win this game, they're going to win this game. Tennessee is not going to win this game. Take the Chargers. On Sunday, we've got the Bills playing the Falcons. The Bills played their Super Bowl last weekend against the New England Patriots, and they lost. They go into Atlanta. Atlanta, last week, they beat the Jets. And I'll tell you what, I like Atlanta right now. They're clicking on almost all cylinders. Take Atlanta. Next, we got the Chiefs and the Bengals. The Bengals got beat up pretty bad by the Chargers. And, the Chiefs, they got beat by the Browns in Kansas City last week. I like the Bengals to get back on track and start to show us what they had early on in the season, so take the Bengals. Okay, the next game, Seahawks and the Packers. Let's not forget that the Packers are coming off an emotional loss against Pittsburgh. And the Seahawks, they've been embarrassed the past 2 weeks. Last week they lost to Tampa Bay, who before they played the Seahawks had only won 1 game. This one's an easy one. Take the Packers. Next you have the Texans. The Houston Texans are playing the Miami Dolphins. Both of these teams are 7-7. I happen to think that this game of 7-7 teams is going to be the best game this weekend. It's a tough game to pick. I like Miami. I think Miami at home is a very formidable opponent, so I'm going to tell you to pick Miami. Next, we've got Jacksonville Jaguars playing the New England Patriots. Some could say that the Patriots could take it easy this week. Jacksonville Jaguars are 7-7. They're going to be fighting tooth and nail for that one last playoff spot. So again, this is one of those trap bets. Don't fall into the trap. The Patriots are going to win this game. Take the Patriots. Okay, Tampa Bay against New Orleans. New Orleans is coming off their loss against Dallas. Tampa Bay, they just beat the Seahawks last week. So this one's got me scratching my head a little bit because I remember earlier in the season that Tampa Bay played the Saints very tough. It's possible, although I've not heard it yet, that the Saints could be resting Drew Brees, although I'm not sure. But I still like the Saints at home to get back on track. Next, we got the Carolina Panthers going into the Meadowlands to play the Giants. The Giants absolutely crushed the Redskins on Monday Night Football. The Giants are the type of team, when they get on a roll, they will roll over the next team. They're on that roll. It's getting toward the postseason. Take the Giants. Next, we've got Baltimore and the Steelers. This game happened a few weeks back. Baltimore played Pittsburgh with one big asterisk. That asterisk is Ben Roethlisberger did not start for Pittsburgh. It was a quarterback by the name of Dixon. The Ravens only beat Pittsburgh by 3 points in that game. I believe the final was 20-17. Here's a stat for you. Ben Roethlisberger has never been beaten by Joe Flacco. I know, that's very exciting. So, take Pittsburgh in this game. Next, we've got the Broncos playing the Eagles. The Broncos are absolutely pitiful for the 2nd season in a row. I'm so happy I'm a Charger fan and not a Bronco fan. The Broncos can find a way to lose almost any game, including the game that they should have won last week. They should have beat the Raiders. Because I'm going to tell you what, they are playing the Eagles this week, and the Eagles are not going to roll over and die for these guys to just beat them. The Broncos are going to lose this game, and hopefully they lose a seat in the playoffs, because I cannot stand the Broncos. Take the Eagles. Next, we've got St. Louis. The Lambs are playing the Arizona Cardinals. And you know what? The Arizona Cardinals always seem to find a way to beat up two teams in December. And guess who they are? The St. Louis Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. That being said, take the Cardinals. Next, Detroit and San Francisco. Detroit, lowly Detroit. They haven't done hardly anything this year. I like their quarterback Stafford. Not sure if he's going to be playing. The 49ers. The 49ers have surprised me and impressed me at the same time this season. The 49ers are coming off a really tough loss against the Eagles. But I'll tell you what, I think the 49ers, even though they're out of the playoff picture, have some heart and they're going to win this game. They're going to beat Detroit. Okay, next game we've got the Jets at Indianapolis. It's rumored that Peyton Manning's going to take a seat for this game. I've heard mixed reports. The Jets always play Indianapolis tough. The Colts, if they do start a quarterback other than Peyton Manning, it'll be Jim Sorgi. Who is Jim Sorgi? He is one tough son of a bitch from Wisconsin. The Badgers, he played his heart out 2 years ago against Tennessee. And I think as a result of that game, they knocked someone out of the playoffs. But I'm going to tell you what, this quarterback is a very solid quarterback with a very good running game and a very good set of receivers. So I'm going to take Indianapolis, whether Peyton Manning plays or whether Jim Sorgi plays. Okay, Dallas and Washington. This is the Cowboys and Indians game, part 2. You know, Dallas barely squeaked by Washington the last time they played them. I believe the final was 7-6. Dallas is, well, some could say they're back in form. They beat the undefeated Saints last week while Washington got crushed by the Giants. I like Dallas in this game, so take the Dallas Cowboys. Finally, Monday Night Football. We've got the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. We've got Brett Favre, who I don't think Brett Favre has won a game coming down the stretch for the playoffs since 1997. Honestly, in his later days at Green Bay, he could not win in December. The guy cannot win in December. And you've got the Bears, who just want to put it to Minnesota and do everything that they can to make their life tough. So I'm going to tell you what, take the Chicago Bears. They're going to upset Minnesota. You know what you need to do? Go make some money.